Like, hey, we'll need some help solving this creepy mystery. Like, how about typing in your name before we start?
What is going on, guys? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and we're gonna start another Let's Play. And we're playing a very old game that I definitely enjoyed as a kid that I got to work on my computer recently. So I thought I would do a Let's Play for Scooby-Doo Showdown in Ghost Town.
Here. How about telling us your name?
Wait, get a little patience there, Shaggy. A little patience there, buddy. Although Shaggy is my favorite Scooby-Doo character. But yeah, this is the only Scooby-Doo game I currently own. Maybe if I find a few others, maybe I'll give them a try too, but I definitely did really enjoy this game, Scooby-Doo Showdown in Ghost Town. Basically, we're solving the mystery of the Faceless Rider, who is stealing gold from the post office, hidden in the walls.
How about telling us your name?
Shaggy, patience, Norville, calm down. But yeah, I guess there's a post office that has gold hidden in the walls that the old Brick in the Wall gang hid, and the Faceless Rider is trying to steal the gold for themselves. Now, we're going to be doing this Let's Play 5 times. And of course, all 5 times I'm going to somewhat act like in some ways, that I've only done this once, because we're going to play with all 5.
Over here. How about telling us your name?
Shaggy, shut up. I'm just going to ignore him from now on. But we're going to basically explore all 5 suspects and like the different scenarios, like I usually have to do with my Let's Plays. So, and also, well, I'll explain the part at the end where I'm going to be putting an alternative ending after each one. But let's get started here playing this one. So let's do. I can't type my full name, so we'll just do the man and let's play.
Like groovy.
I can't tell you how long it's been since I played this game, so, but of course I did test to make sure it worked before I recorded it. But there's 3 different difficulties. There's spooky, that's easy, spooky that's medium, spooktacular that's hard. Which honestly, there's really not that much of a difference in the difficulties. Really, I'll explain it going. We're just going to do spooktacular, of course, for all 5 of these videos. But let's roll.
Los Buritos. Well, gang, we found a town. Maybe we can stop for a snack.
Yeah, Rex. Like, what a dump!
I'm not sure there's going to be a hot dog stand around here, guys.
According to this map, Los Buritos is a ghost town.
Ghost?
Not real ghosts, guys. Velma just means the town is deserted.
Like, we knew that. We were just... Velma, like, what sort of sound would a ghost make if it did live in this town?
Good question, Shaggy. Let's find out where that moaning is coming from.
We've got to find out where that moaning is coming from.
Which way should we go?
So, for all 5 times we do play this, I'm gonna kind of like do everything in like different orders as well too, just to like, you know, kind of explore. Like when I do more games like this down the line, like there's obviously things you can like, you know, click on. They're gonna make little noises like windows doing that, crow crowing, water, just, you know, just exploring all of that. When you see, of course, the finger point, that means we can go a direction. And of course, we click on each of our friends here to talk.
We've got to find out where that moaning is coming from.
Which way should we go?
Press on faces top.
Keep looking. You're sure to find something. Let's keep at it. We'll solve this mystery.
You'll also learn that I think Velma is super annoying, but of course Scooby and Shaggy, they're my favorites. I'm just so much like them. Well, Shaggy especially. Tall, skinny, goofy, always hungry. That's me.
Retro.
Retro.
Like, what a dump.
I guess so. But also there could be some things like the sign here saying population Los Buritos or whatever that is in the black.
Retro broken.
but we can take that, and of course, we'll have this little toolbar down here that can collect the items that we have in our inventory. These are our Scooby snacks, which we're going to wait on those in a second. There's Scrappy Doo right here, which you click on him, you can put it up to something. It'll shake that means.
Come on, everybody, let's explore the town.
And just in case you need help, but we're rarely going to use him. And of course, main menu in case if you want to leave. Now this right here, wanted. You click on this.
Suspects and clues.
Whenever we do meet each of our suspects, there will be, of course, a number of the clues we got, and once we meet a suspect, their faces will light up in their pictures. This one right here will be the very first one that we meet, which he's the one making the moaning currently. And of course, when you go back, click on the sheriff's badge. So let's just start by, let's just go this way first.
Like, forget it. I'm not going over there.
Not even for a Scooby snack?
I think we have one left.
And of course, you're gonna be able to earn more Scooby snacks other ways.
Let's keep moving.
So let's eat.
It'll be dark soon.
Retro.
Fred doesn't annoy me. It doesn't annoy me as much, though. It's just Velma annoys me. Now we're over here.
I like it here. The moaning's quieter.
This is no time to be a scaredy cat. We've got to find out where that sound is coming from.
So we gotta keep searching, and then of course just gonna click around if you want. Random things, and there's something shiny in here.
This old water pump is broken.
Like, where's the handle?
That's not what I thought before.
Still dry as a bone.
We should try and fix it.
If we can find anything, but
Right.
little skull there.
Like we've had enough excitement for one day.
All right, you three stay here.
Like I said,
We'll check it out.
I'm not gonna always do like this for each one of them, but just to give you an idea of the first one of like some things in the area. But this is the post
It's
office.
definitely quieter in here.
We must be on the wrong track. Come on.
Trying to find what that moaning is. And there's just this hole down here,
Someone dug a hole in the floor.
and then there's these bricks right here.
Did you notice these bricks?
Yeah, some of them are a strange color.
But they're shining gold a little bit. Again, this wall right here. We'll come back to this area later, of course. And the sheriff's office seems
I
closed.
like it here. The moaning's quieter.
This is no time to be a scaredy cat. We've got to find out where that sound is coming from.
But we're gonna keep moving here. Now we can go back. We can go back this way. And we have a railroad station
I like it
and a
here.
general
The
store.
moaning's quieter.
This is no time to be a scaredy cat. We've got to find out where that sound is coming from.
It's the railroad station.
I'm gonna see the railroad station. There's any more over here, but it's getting quieter. But nothing over here besides
I like it here.
crows.
Quieter.
That means we're on the wrong track.
That train was cool to ride. Maybe we can ride a little. There's tickets. Ooh, water. I'm kind of thirsty now that it says it. So we go back here. And then, I don't know why I like when Scooby says...
I
Oh,
like
wait,
it here.
first.
The moaning's quieter.
This is no
Shaggy's
time to be a
even
scaredy
happier about
cat.
the moaning, of
We've
course.
got to find out where that sound is coming from.
But there's not many things to click on this for random little things. Some, but not many.
It's the general store.
General store.
General store.
It's the general store.
Like when Scooby goes, General store. And then... You'll just use the occasional little, like, you know, stall,
I
but...
like it here.
It's...
The moaning's
We've seen much
quieter.
worse.
That means we're on the wrong track.
And then there's this clock right here.
A rock. Scoob, how can you think of clocks while I'm hungry?
A rock. The way Scooby says things is hilarious. Yeah, we'll be definitely be taking this clock. And also, why is Shaggy standing so far from everyone? Sandwich.
Like, what should we do next? Any ideas?
Sniffing. Checking things out. Fixing her hair. Fixing her tie. That's all they're gonna do. So we'll just head back this way. Now we're gonna start heading in the right
I
direction.
like it here. The moaning's quieter.
This is no time to be a scaredy cat. We've got to find out where that sound is coming from.
Let's go back here. Okay.
Retro.
I think though in future ones, this is the only one I want to like show this much exploring at the beginning,
Like the moaning is really
just to give you an idea of like what's around. But like I said, I'm gonna change up the order I do things in each 5 of them. So we'll go into the bank before we go into the saloon, because that's where the noise is coming
The
from.
moaning is quieter in here.
We better back up. It was louder in the street.
Ooh, lightning. And then
The bank vault is locked.
Oh well, I guess we can't go in.
we will though. That clock's gonna help us with that. Alright, anyways, the moaning's coming from the saloon. So we're gonna just head straight in there.
Yikes! Looks like we found out where the moaning's coming from.
Come on, let's try and help him.
And it's this man in the green shirt behind us is all tied
I'm
up.
going to take off his gag. There you go.
Thank you. Now find the keys to unlock me. They're somewhere in this room.
So we just gotta start clicking on things and find keys, like this piano.
Like, hey, it looks like one of those old player pianos. I wonder if it works.
Seems like it is. There's one
Jeepers, a key.
There's one of the keys. Click on it. Looks like we have 3 keys to unlock this man right here. And we see here.
Good job.
Another one.
We found one.
The key. And then let's see. Let's try this deck of cards. Wow!
Good job.
The first
We
3
found
places
one.
we look, we found the keys. That's rare to happen. Let's meet this guy. See who he is.
Thank goodness you've come. Those chains were beginning to chafe. And who are you delightful young people?
I'm Fred, and this is Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo!
I'm Artie Fackt, professor of archaeology. My students and I have been excavating this old ghost town. I was working here in the saloon when someone grabbed me from behind and tied me up.
It's a good thing we came along. Where are your students?
Most of them have been chased away by the Faceless Rider.
The Faceless Rider? Zoinks!
You see, Los Buritos used to be a famous outlaw town. Everyone from Jane's Jester to the El Cito Bandito used to make a home here. Now my students are convinced that their ghosts are haunting this town. I don't blame them for feeling that way. The Faceless Rider is quite a spectacle as he sits atop his horse, cloak blowing in the wind.
Jinkies, that sounds just like the rider we saw coming into town.
Like I told you it was a ghost.
Ghost or not, we're getting to the bottom of this.
Take a look at this. I found it at the old cemetery.
Thanks. That could come in handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues.
It's a book about ghost towns. Somebody here is sure doing their homework.
So of course we have our first clue, which you can
Like if you're done checking out all the suspects and clues, click on the back button and go, go, go.
Quit interrupting me, Shaggy. So Artie Fackt is always going to be the first
Like if you're
suspect we
done
meet,
checking out all the suspects
because
and
of course
clues,
of
click on the back
him
button
doing the
and
moaning,
go,
him
go,
being
go.
tied up, and him probably having the good first bit of
Like if
knowledge
you're
to
done
learn
checking out
about
all
the
suspects and clues, click on the back button and
the
go,
Faceless
go, go.
Rider. But this is our first clue. It's a book about ghost towns. So that seems very generic. Of
Like
course,
if you're done
whoever
checking
is
out all the
the
suspects and
Faceless
clues,
Rider probably
click on the
does
back button
have some
and
sort of
go, go,
obsession
go.
with ghosts. But you can also click on the clue anytime to hear them say the same thing about information about the clue.
Like if you're done
It's a book about ghost towns. Somebody here is sure doing their homework.
And then also you click on the suspect,
That's Professor Artie Fackt. He knows all about digging stuff up.
and he and Scrappy Doo will mention a fact about the
if you're
the
done
suspect.
checking out all
You
the
just give a
suspects
fact
and
about
clues,
Professor
click
Fackt,
on the back button
the
and go,
archaeology
go, go.
professor. So go click on the sheriff's badge to go back, and then you can just click on any other things you want, like this bowl right here.
Hey, Scoob, want to ride the mechanical bull? Yeah. Great. Give me a nickel.
Say please, Shaggy. One other thing that I do want to point out, though, is we do need more Scooby snacks. Is one way you can get more. See this pie right here next to Daphne? It wasn't there before while Professor Fackt was tied up. Let's look at it now and see what happens.
Pies. Delicious pies. Yummy.
I love pie.
Like pie in the sky. Look out.
Uh-oh. It looks like there's gonna be a pie fight.
Jinkies, showdown at high noon.
Like, look out, Scoob.
Use your mouse to move Scooby left and right. Then click on your mouse button to throw.
So every time you hit the Faceless Rider, you earn yourself a another Scooby snack. So we'll hit them and not the rest of the gang. You know, sometimes I literally just for the heck of it, throw it at the gang members just for the heck of it. But yeah, this is one thing where the difficulty changes. Like in Spooktacular, you only have 30 seconds. I believe in Spookier, you have 45 seconds, and you have a whole minute in when you do Spooky. Only got a handful. Okay, not bad. But there is another game we'll play later, and if we really need to, we'll come back for and do the pies again. But let's see if there's anything else to say.
Still here, I see. Why not go looking for clues? Admiring my pants? Yes, they are rather fine. Still here, I see. Why not go looking for clues?
We shall do that, sir.
We should see what's upstairs.
Let's split up. You guys stay here. We'll be right back.
Okay.
So we'll go upstairs with friend Daphne.
Why would a ghost be haunting this old town?
This was a big hideout for old-time outlaws. But I wonder
Wonder what?
if there isn't a brand new outlaw in this town.
By the way, also, just a random fun fact. Anybody ever watch Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated on Netflix? I did, and I absolutely hated it. I hated that they basically made Scooby-Doo do like a freaking soap opera with so much drama and whatnot, and not just keep it as like a family-friendly kid cartoon. Just a random fun fact there. By the way, in the chandelier, you see there's something hanging in there.
There's something hanging up on the chandelier.
I wonder what it is.
We'll get that in just a minute, but first, let's see.
This place gives me the creeps.
There's a little bat there to startle Daphne. But we can go into this room right here. I guess it's someone's bedroom at one point. Who knows?
Let's check out the view.
It's the Faceless Rider. He's digging out there.
We've got to find a way out to the graveyard.
That grave might have an important clue.
We'll definitely have to remember that for towards the end of this video. But we do have ourselves a little nickel right there.
Oh, we found a nickel.
Great. Hold on to it. I think we'll need it.
Probably will. Now let's head back downstairs.
My guidebook says that there was a big gold robbery here a long time ago.
Did they ever catch the crooks?
No, and they never found the gold.
But where is that gold? That's a good question. Alright, so now that we have the nickel, we can use it to ride the mechanical bull.
Here you go, Scoob. Give that bull the ride of its life.
Way to go, Scoob!
Scooby-Doo!
Okay, Scooby definitely had a little too much fun on that bowl, and he broke it, but we did get that thing in the chandelier, which is a handle.
Broken.
That's right, Scoob. It's broken.
So that we at least have that. We still need to explore this back area back here.
Fred, why don't you and Daphne stay here? The boys and I'll check out this one.
Like, let's get out of here. This place is way too spooky.
We've got to look inside. Would some Scooby snacks help?
Like, I hope you've got 4 of them.
We do have 4. We have 13. So let's give each of them 2. So we'll give Shaggy 1, Scooby 1. Scooby gets another one. I feel like I'm feeding my dog
Let's
Scooby.
keep moving. It'll be dark soon.
So now, of course, the 3 of us will head back into this theater area. This is a stage. Ghosts. Spotlight on the stage.
Yikes.
Yikes, but we can head onto the stage because there's a bag on the stage. Uh-oh.
Zoinks! Like, what's that pounding?
It's coming from under the stage.
So somebody's underneath the stage. We gotta get this one bag up. But of course others are falling down too. Come on. Come on! I don't think I've ever struggled this bad with this before. Oh, come on. There we go.
Thanks, folks. I'm glad you heard me knocking.
What were you doing under the stage?
I was digging under the stage when this ghostly figure in a cloak locked me in. I'm Jenny Lariat, by the way. I'm doing research on hauntings in the Old West. Note, Faceless Rider spotted in saloon.
Like, what a coincidence! We're running from a ghost too?
I think the Faceless Rider may be the ghost of one of the old brick-in-the-wall gang. The town of Los Buritos has quite a history of outlaw activity. This place used to be crawling with cutthroats and thieves.
Oh, cutthroats?
The most notorious outlaws were the brick-in-the-wall gang. They were famous for fast riding and daring robberies. About 150 years ago, they robbed a huge shipment of gold from the El Seco treasury. Rumor has it they buried the gold somewhere in this town.
Like maybe the ghost doesn't want anybody to find the gold.
I don't know. It sounds suspicious to me.
I've been finding strange things all over town. Take a look at this.
Suspects and clues. It's an excavation brush with initials. Look, AF.
So who do we know that has the initials AF?
Like if you're done checking out all the
Is that
suspects and
meaning...
clues,
So,
click on the
well,
back button
first
and
off,
go,
we just met Jenny Lariat, who is our only female suspect in this game.
Like if you're done checking out
Now,
all the suspects
there
and
is
clues,
one
click
suspect
on the
who
back
is,
button
in
and
fact,
go,
one of
go.
Professor Fackt's students. I don't know if Jenny Lariat is one. I feel like she should
Like if
be
you're
one
done
of them,
checking out all
but
the
I
suspects and
don't
clues,
know.
click
But
on
so
the back
far,
button
we
and go,
have
go, go.
a book about ghost towns and an excavation brush with the initials AF on it.
Like if you're done checking out all the suspects and clues, click
That
on the
already
back
makes
button and
Professor
go, go, go.
Fackt look a little suspicious there. But we all see Jenny Lariat, who
Like
seems
if you're
like
done
someone
checking out
who
all
is a
the
big
suspects
ghost
and
lover
clues,
as well, wants
click
to
on
hunt
the back button and go,
down
go, go.
ghosts as well. So she seems a little interested in her. So that makes her a good suspect as well. And of course,
Hello, Jenny. That's Jenny Lariat. She knows all about ghosts.
just get Scrappy to do his voice in there. But yeah, let's head back. But yeah, Jenny is the only female suspect in this game. But we've explored the saloon, and I think for now we should be able to survive on 9 Scooby snacks. So we're gonna skip another round of pies again, even though I could go for a nice slice of pie right now. Let's keep on exploring though. So that was the saloon. We're gonna head this way. Let's go over right by the sheriff's office now. And let's go now. Out there is this gentleman right here.
Afternoon, folks. What brings you to Los Buritos?
We're just passing through, Sheriff. Are you the local law?
I'm Chuck D. Wagon, the sheriff of El Seco.
El Seco?
The county seat, just down the highway from here.
You must be here to capture the Faceless Rider.
Leave it to the professionals. That's my motto.
We're crime solvers too. We call ourselves Mystery Inc.
Well, if you're crime solvers, then you must be pretty observant.
You betcha. In fact, we haven't seen a single hot dog stand.
What I mean is, you must have observed some facts about the town. I've got questions for you. Answer them, and I'll tell you what I know. What building is next to the saloon? The bank? The post office? The general store? The White House?
I guess maybe it was a good thing we did kind of explore the area a little bit before going into the saloon, just to, you know, get an idea. But like I said, I'll probably cut back on that a little bit in the other videos. That way we can like reasonably answer these questions. But the bank was next to the saloon.
You're right. What does RR stand for at the depot? Rambunctious rutabaga, really rare, railroad, rippity roppity.
That's obvious. You only have to look for that one because
you know
RR is always railroad.
What is the triangle-shaped instrument on the prospector's donkey? A rhombus, a tesseract, a trumpet, a triangle, a trumpet.
That we actually have not seen yet. So, because realistically we haven't seen the prospector's donkey yet, we can technically keep guessing until we get it correct. But let's actually go find the prospector's donkey. So the question again was,
what is the
triangle-shaped instrument on the prospector's donkey?
A rhombus, a tesseract, a trumpet, a triangle.
Let's go and see what the heck, what it is. So we go back this way to find a prospector, and he's sleeping right by the railroad.
It's the railroad station.
And if you see the donkey, well, we gotta click on the donkey and get a closer look.
Like, wake up, old prospector dude.
How do we wake him up? Listen, he's snoring a melody.
I know. Let's try playing the same melody he's snoring.
Like I don't see a piano.
Use the bells on the donkey.
If we play the bells in the right order, I'm sure he'll wake up.
He sure does snore loud.
You're one to talk.
We'll come back to this later. We just need to see what shape it is, and it's basically simple. The triangle instrument. So let's go back to the sheriff and answer that question.
What is the triangle-shaped instrument on the prospector's donkey? A rhombus, a tesseract, a trumpet, a triangle.
And honestly, I don't remember this question being asked when I played this game, for being honest.
You know your stuff.
Of course.
How many crows are perched on the railroad depot?
We did see that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This sheriff must love the railroad. Most of these questions are about the railroad.
3. You know your stuff. Please bring me something that tells the population of the town.
You choose 3 or 4 questions, but that's easy. Remember that sign we found at the beginning? We got this sign right here.
Here you go, sir.
Yes, indeed. This is what I've been waiting for. Say, what do you folks think about this? I found it out on Boot Hill.
Thanks. That could come in handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues. It's a cassette tape. Ghostly sounds. I wonder who has a cassette player.
Have we met anybody yet who has a cassette player? But that was, of course, the sheriff. Well, not from Los Buritos, but for El Cinco. Here to help find the Faceless Rider. And his name was Chuck D. Wagon.
And go, go, go. Shucks. It's Sheriff Wagon.
But yeah, so, but yeah, usually he asks like 3 or 4 questions, but most of them were about the railroad.
Like if you're done
probably depend on the difficulty as well. But we already went to the post office. Let's check out the sheriff's office since it's available now.
Right. Shaggy, Scooby, and I will check out the sheriff's office. We'll be right back.
Surprised he didn't ask for a Scooby snack to go in there. And there's a cell door, which we could go explore if you wanted, but we can't right now because it's locked.
The cell door is stuck. I think it's rusted shut.
Oh, well, I guess we can't go in.
Sure we can. We just have to find some oil.
Guess we'll have to find that somewhere, but there's a wanted sign.
It's a wanted poster for the Faceless Rider.
Like the Faceless Rider's been around a long time.
According to this, the Faceless Rider was involved in a lot of gold robberies.
This could be a clue. Get a sandwich.
I'm hungry. Me
too. And Shaggy just eats it. But we don't have anything to open up the cell door currently. So we'll have to come back later. But we do have this handle right here we can use to fix this water pump.
Now that we have the handle,
Find
we can make
what's
the
shiny
pump work.
inside
Let's
there.
give it a try. Keep pumping.
Why?
I think there's something stuck in there.
Of course, gotta keep trying, Shaggy. Get to work. Keep going and take out the water to work.
Right.
Keep pumping.
But we gotta keep pumping, see if we can get that. They're out there. There we go.
Something came out.
It's a key.
Hooray!
A small one, like you'd find in a padlock or a strongbox.
I like how Scooby goes, hooray! And you kind of just ate the key. But, cool. So let's head back this way, and let's go back to the railroad depot. Actually, we could do something else while we're here also. Well, first, let's look up at this prospector first.
It's the railroad station.
So you can give us another clue while we're over here. So let's go back here. That's easy. Oh, I was waiting for a second. So I think it's... Oh, there we go. We'll come up.
Howdy, kids. Have you got my teeth?
Huh? What?
My teeth! My teeth! Have you got my teeth?
Teas? Beef? Like, what's he saying?
Hey, Sonny, have you seen my dentures? So we gotta find this old prospector's teeth, which we might be able to find here
Rental store.
in front of the rental store. But there's
A mechanical clock. Interesting. If we can pry it loose, it might come in handy sometime.
no. Say this.
We could use a crowbar or a claw hammer.
A rock. Scoob, how can you think of clocks while I'm
I
hungry?
want to hear Scooby call it a rocket, but yes, that hammer that Scooby found at the theater, we can use that to pry it loose.
Okay, gang, let's pry the clock loose and take it.
Does that make us thieves? So we got the clock, and we can actually use that back at the bank. But we still, of course, gotta keep an eye out for the prospector's teeth.
Retro.
But let's go back to the bank,
Let's keep going.
because you never know what we can find in the bank. But let's put this clock up here.
Put it in and set it to 114.
114. Yikes. Was that AM or PM, of course? But yeah, this is another thing that changes too with the difficulty. Usually on Spooky, it's just usually like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, that standard thing. I think it's like you know, 105, 115, 130, I think if you do spookier. But Spooktacular could be literally anything. So move the little hand to 1, and then right there. There we go.
It worked. The vault is opening.
And it's open.
Let's go in and check it out.
And we can go in and take a look. A couple interesting things in here. A safe, but it's locked.
It's a safe, and it's locked.
Come on, gang. We need to find the combination.
Strong boxes, and they're all locked. Well, we'd better find a key. I have a feeling we need what's inside.
Well, good thing we do have a key, because it might work on one of these straw boxes.
Oops, that's not the one we want. Try another one.
Let's see, try this big fella, and it worked.
It's a set of false teeth.
Oh, aren't we looking for
I'm sure
teeth?
we can find a home for these.
Ah, you touched them. Ah. Yuck. But, that must be that old man's teeth. But we can go back. When we come back there later, 'cause we have that safe that we'd like to explore. But we can go back and find that old prospector.
Retro.
And give him those teeth.
It's the railroad station.
I did. Have you got my teeth? I need them.
Like, we can't understand you without your teeth.
Find them.
He's cranky, but we'll give him these. help him out. Still told you Scooby had him in his mouth. Come on, Scoob. Looks like pieces in your corners with those gold teeth.
Thanks for the teeth. I hid them so as the bandits couldn't steal my gold tooth. Oh, I got something for you young whippersnappers.
Here we go. We got another clue.
Handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues.
It's a map to Boot Hill. It says if we go through the tunnel, we'll find money.
Boot Hill, again, is that cemetery that we saw through that window up in the bedroom in the saloon. But, we just, of course, met the prospect whose name is Gummy Bear.
That's old Mr. Gummy. Gummy Bear. He's lived here forever.
Has he now? But yeah, we found old Mr. Gummy. So there's 4 clues, 4 suspects. We have 1 left. The only other place we can go to is to the ticket booth.
Which way now, Scoob?
The easiest way to go, to be honest, would probably, well, you can go either way, but let's go towards the dig site first. Here comes the Faceless Rider. Oh, they're going to go the opposite way, though. But there's a young feller.
Do we go this way or that way?
Yeah, let's just see what this young man's up to over here.
Like, where are we now?
At my dig site. Interrupting my work with your untidy presence. How am I supposed to get any work done if you keep bothering me?
Who are you?
Irving C. Double. And who might this messy pair be?
Lost. We're lost. And we're Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
I'm trying to fix this artifact I found. I can't see it very well. I must get my eyes checked. Perhaps you can help me. But don't touch me. You're filthy. Click the pieces with your mouse and place them so they form a picture.
Sweet. So what's simple about this task is you can click on it and just move your mouse until, and when it finds the right spot, it'll just drop it in place by itself. But we'll talk about, this is our last suspect. We'll talk about him in a second as to who he is. But just slide these pieces in place so that they form a picture. Every time I say picture, I always think of Ice, who we just talked to, his name is IC Double. And for Artie C Double, I guess. I think is what he said. His full name is. Where is? There we go. And another piece there. And pottery. Little teeny little one go on the bottom. I'm gonna set right here, and there we go. Nice looking bowl.
Here's a trifle I can't be bothered with. Perhaps it will assist you.
So last clue.
Suspects and clues.
Ooh.
It's a red sewing patch. Now, where have I seen somebody with patches?
That's a good clue.
Like if you're done checking out all the suspects.
Yeah,
and clues,
so the last
click on
suspect
the
we
back
met
button and go,
is Mr. IC Double.
That's Mr. IC Double. He's a student.
He is actually a graduate student, and he is actually one of Professor Fackt's students. That we do learn, of course,
like if you're done
at some point
out
in the
all
game,
the suspects and
whether
clues,
or not, someone's a suspect
go,
or not.
go.
But I'm just saying, he is definitely one of Professor Fackt's students.
Like
there's something unique about him, though, but we'll find out about that another day. But yeah, those are our 5 clues. Now we just got to wrap some things up here. We got this here, some random piece of paper.
Say, what's this?
I don't know what that is, but it says 36L, 24R, 35L. That actually might be the combination for that safe back at the bank.
Pick an exit and go, won't you?
Jeez.
Pick an exit and go, won't you? Pick an exit and go, won't you?
Cranky.
Pick an exit and go, won't you?
Goodbye. Yeah, he's a crank. But of course now we're back on the tracks and the Faceless Rider's chasing us yet again.
Which way now, Scoob?
Let's stop real quick at this ranch right here. Just to see.
No rhyme. Okay.
So this is the second game, and it's another way to earn Scooby snacks is horseshoes. You just gotta basically just nail the horseshoe, and you'll get another Scooby snack. And then the horse is literally throwing shoes. Oh, I didn't line that one up well, so we missed there, but it's okay. So did she. Ah! Getting a little short here, but we have plenty though of horseshoes. But the moment the game finishes, we just get back on the tracks. Ah! Oh, never mind, we got it. I personally am not good at horseshoes at all in real life. Although every time I see horseshoes, I always think of the extremely goofy movie. Whoa, that was bad. With the quote Goofy said with the horseshoe, "If you want that shoot! If you want that diploma, you're gonna have to fix both eyes on like it was this here horseshoe stick." I guess for since it's spooktacular, I guess the arrow moves faster. And oh man, that's not good. We may have to stop and get some more pie. If we were Scooby snacks. Oh man, I'm doing horrible. Hopefully in one of the other 4 videos for this Let's Play I do better with them. I'm sure we won't be stopping here again. Let's go long. Oh. Nope. Man, last one. Hopefully that one gets me. Nope. Wow, I only gained like 2 more Scooby snacks. So yeah, we may have to stop and get some pie. In a little bit. But back on the tracks. And now, this is kind of like a Benny Hill chase scene, pretty much, especially in this area where we're getting chased by the Faceless Rider. But we're going to go back and do 2 more rides. We're not going to be seeing Mr. Icy Double again. But, because we have to go down this other path.
Which way now, Scooby?
We're not going back to the ranch also. We're going to go through this little tunnel and go the way that the Faceless Rider went while we were chilling with IC. There's this big hill. Watch your hat. I wonder what the Faceless Rider looks like without his hat on. Wish it would have shown us, but I guess not. Now, what the heck is up with that? Why is there a random track with like that? That's not safe. That's not how you make good business on a railroad. But there's 2 ways to go here. But this first way, we're going to go down here. We got to grab that oil can, which that'll come in good use at the sheriff's office, which we're actually going to head there after this. Well, we have the sheriff's office, or we go back to the bank because it has that safe, but actually, I think we should go to the sheriff's office first, in my opinion. But get back on one more time because there's one more path I want to show you, which is that other turn we can make by where we found the oiling can at, even though it really isn't anything that special, but, you know, I'm showing you everything in the game. All 5 times we play this. Like that. That's really not safe. Gummy. Better fix that, Gummy Bear.
Make a choice here, Scoob. Which way?
We'll go this way. And up that steep little hill. Through that tunnel. And some whoop-de-whoops. That makes me think of for those who played the Humongous Entertainment games, that looping area always makes me think of whenever Pajama Sam no need to hide when it's dark outside, rides those loop-de-loops with King in the Mines. We're going to also play that game at some point on this channel, because I do have it for both the PC and for the Switch. But it'll probably be played for the Switch, if I'm being honest. That's probably where we'll play it from, at some point. But now we're back, and we're done riding the train. We don't need to do anymore. We're going to head to the sheriff's office now. Now we got that oil in can, and check that out, and then we're going to head to the bank. And because I believe that paper that we found while talking with IC Double was for the safe. And then we'll go back into the sheriff's office.
Right. Shaggy, Scooby, and I will check out the sheriff's office. We'll be right back.
Oh yeah, and also the sheriff and that Eagle, if I've mentioned that before. But yeah, let's get that oiling can. See what that does. Surprisingly, I'm always surprised when Shaggy does it, because like, why would he want to go into a cell? Little inconsistency there, but it worked that time. So let's go in.
Like, I'm not going in there. I've heard spooky stories about jails.
Would you go in for 4 Scooby snacks?
Roar? Like that's a different story. A delicious one.
All 4 of them delicious, Shaggy? But let's... We're definitely going to need to go get pie. Because there's 2 more times... Oh, look. Sandwich again.
Rummy.
You want another one? What? Come on! This isn't like a game over or anything, but it's just basically an add-on of the chase scene. But we'll have to go back there. But come on, I wanted to see Shaggy sneak that sandwich again. But, you know.
Well, we could stay here, or we could keep investigating.
Which way here? I'm with you, Scoob. We could sing campfire songs and roast marshmallows.
Stop thinking with your stomachs. We've got to solve this mystery.
Let's move out, gang.
Let's just go. Let's just go back. But I believe I gave them the Scooby snacks.
Right. Shaggy, Scooby, and I will check out the sheriff's office. We'll be right back.
Did I? I think so. Okay, I did.
Come on, Scoob. Let's get into the pokey. Weepy. You can say that again. Okay. Weepy.
Guys, where are you?
Jerk.
I can't see without my glasses.
The Faceless Rider, not Velma.
What was that?
Like, why did you lock us in, Velma?
I didn't. I lost my glasses.
Zoinks! Like we're trapped. How are we gonna get out?
I'll be right back. I'm going to go for help.
But why are you smiling, Velma? She's smiling. I want to go for help. Well, then trying to stay calm could be a good thing, but, you know.
It's locked. We can't get out that way. Well, like the window's locked too.
But, that's the reason why I came here first.
Let's take this blanket. It might come in handy. Nap time? We'll take a nap when we get out of here.
There's a spider.
Zoinks!
Let's go to bed again. Oh.
Like it looks like a tunnel.
Hey, a little hole.
It's our only way out of here. Let's go.
You didn't grab him. You realize that, right?
Boy, it sure is drafty in here. Yeah. Like there's another way out, but it's up through the ceiling. Oh no. Let's hope it leads to the kitchen.
Always a fool in your mind, Shaggy. You make me proud. Snakes. Nothing else, really.
How do we get up there, Scoob? I don't know, Maggie.
Well, you can climb those crates, but I guess we might need a little more assistance to get up there. But let's push this one. Shaggy can't do it himself. I need a little help there, Scoob. Eat sandwiches and get the strength, and now let's push it together. best pals. But we're back in the post office.
Like, where are we now? The roast office. Great. Like, mail me out of this crazy town.
Roast office.
Count me out. I'm staying right here. Me-roo.
Go out in there, but let's head out of the post office. Oh look, Velma's just chilling right there. She said she was going for help. I think she was just waiting for us. How dare you, Velma? I knew I didn't like you. But before we go back into the bank, we are definitely gonna need at least one more Scooby snack. 'Cause there's 2 times that we're gonna need to feed them 4 more Scooby snacks. So let's do another pie war. We know the rules, so I'll just hit escape and skip through it.
Mouse to move Scooby left and
We really
right.
only need one, so let's have a little fun with this one. Let's just be a madman, just throw the pies at people. Let's see who gets the victim. Because sometimes they're like right in front of you, and if you keep hitting them, come on. Fred. The long scream. We don't need any more Scooby snacks, so we're just going to torture poor Fred here with pies. Although he sure had quite a dessert there, but okay, I have enough now, so we're good. So let's leave Professor Fackt be and go into the bank, and let's use that combination.
Let's go in and check it out.
And use that safe. Alright, so let's use the combination and unlock the safe.
That was it. That's the combination.
Golly, it's a secret passageway.
Like a safe with a hole in it isn't very safe at all. Right, Scoob? Right. Wait.
It's a back alley. We must be behind the bank and the general store.
That must be where the other door leads, the general store.
I wonder how long of a shoot that was down
What was that?
down there. But anyways, let's go inside general store.
No way are we going in there. There's a creepy noise coming out. Creepy.
Would you go in for 4 Scooby snacks?
Like I hope you've got 4 of them.
Of course. Alright, let's feed him. But then again, which one? Go into a general store, Shaggy? Because
Like I don't know about that.
because they probably have food. I guess while we're in there.
It'll be dark soon.
Let's go in. But this is why we But this is why we went to the sheriff's office first instead of the bank, because we need this blanket to cover up the snakes. So that way we can explore.
Why don't we use the blanket to cover the snakes?
Which that worked. Now we can go over here and grab this lantern right here.
It's a lantern.
We better keep that for when it gets dark. It'll come in handy.
Pots, bells.
Fresh fruit, anyone? Yummy.
Eat it.
Look, Scoob, it's beef jerky. Right? Like groovy. It's still good.
Somehow. Who knows, but alright, we got
Keep looking for food. I'm practically starving. Yikes. Yikes. I'll wait here while you look around.
Keep looking. We're sure to find something.
well, Shaggy wanted the food, but there was nothing in there to eat. Poor guy. He still hasn't even eaten yet. He's been wanting to eat all game. This has already been almost an hour recording, which is definitely the other 5 won't be as long. I don't think will be. But let's go back to the post office, because now that we have the lantern, we can go exploring there for a second.
Keep moving. It's the only way to solve this case.
Yes, sir, indeed. But let's go in here. Now, everybody came in there with us. And let's use the lantern to put light back in this tunnel.
Now that we've got the lantern, let's see what's down there.
Like, do we have to?
Come on, scaredy cats.
You guys were just down there. But, of course, now we have the light. Now we see that there's another little tunnel down here.
Just as I thought. There's another way out of this tunnel. Let's see where it leads.
As long as there's food on the other end. I was thinking of a football hot dog with relish and sardines.
Doubt it. But we made ourselves way out to the cemetery.
Come on, gang. We need to find the gravestone the ghost was visiting.
Let's do a little digging and see what we can find.
Which one?
Run along.
So, first off, this is Boot Hill, the name of the cemetery, where, remember earlier on when we were upstairs in that bedroom in the saloon, we saw the Faceless Rider digging? The Faceless Rider was digging in this cemetery. So, if we remember that gravestone, we have to go to that gravestone and see what was there. So, let's go in there.
Like, no way, Nothing could make us go into that graveyard. Then again, if you got 4 of them, we might change our mind.
Which, I think this is the reason why I need to get a couple more, because if not, we would have been one short. Yeah, Velma doesn't want the Scooby snacks, but there we go.
Let's keep moving. It'll be dark soon.
So now let's head. Now, here's the other thing, too. If you click on the wrong tombstone, remember how back in the sheriff's office, the Faceless Rider randomly appeared? Yeah, that'll happen again. So we don't want to do that. Now, I believe, if I remember correctly, I think as long as we saw it earlier in the game, we should be fine. So it was this one right here.
Let's investigate. Take a look, Scooby. Is anything there? It's another one of those bricks.
And it's painted like those bricks at the post office.
Let's wash this one off and see what it's made of.
But we'll need water. I know just the place. The old water trough.
But yeah, so if you click on the wrong one, and I believe, because I thought there was one time where, like, even though we had seen it earlier, but before we had the final clue, the double check it, of course, that the Faceless Rider still appeared, and we had to, like, reassure ourselves on that, but I guess not. But we're going back up to the post office and going back to the water trough, and uh-oh, the sheriff's gone. That's weird. Where is everyone? But let's use the water to wash off this brick.
Let's wash the brick and see what it looks like. Hey, this must be some of the gold that the Brick in the Wall gang stole.
Like that means the Faceless Rider will come after us for sure.
That's what I'm counting on.
Nice work, Freddy.
We were right behind you all the time, Fred.
Yeah, way behind. It's time to declare this mystery solved.
Right, Velma. I think it's time we wrapped up this mystery.
Like, if you're done checking out all the suspects, let's find out who it is.
We'll have to choose one.
Retro.
So, of course, with that final clue, which that solves the mystery. Remember how they're asking about those weird color of those bricks in the post office? Those bricks was actually this gold that the Brick in the Wall gang stole, which is what the Faceless Rider is after. Which, to hear the audio again.
Hey, this must be some of the gold that the Brick in the Wall gang stole.
So, before I go over the clues, before we select who we think it is, so what I'm going to do for these 5 videos is I will, of course, select the correct suspect and then end the game. But before I actually end the video, I will show a second alternate ending as to what the cutscene would be if we didn't select the correct suspect. But going over these clues, so first we have the book about the ghost towns, which that could be anybody because obviously the ghost, whoever is this ghost, must know about ghosts if they want to dress up as one. But of course, could someone extra special own this? Who's that in the ghosts? Then we have the excavation brush that has the initials AF on it. Artie Fackt, of course, that's his initials. But is it his? We have the cassette tape. Who owns a cassette player? Now, the map, usually for each suspect, there is their own specific map. Some of them are obvious as to who it would be for. Some, it isn't. But I don't think this one is that obvious. And then we have this red sewing patch. Who has red patches? Well, if you remember correctly, earlier on in the game, we met Jenny Lariat. And she was the one who likes to hunt ghosts. So, of all 5 of these, she would be the most likely of the one to have a ghost town, a book about ghosts. She also was wearing like a pinkish colored shirt. So this could be from her shirt. And also, the big whammy of them all, she had a cassette player where she was recording some notes. So, she's the only one of these 5 that had a cassette player. So because of that, the Faceless Rider is Jenny Lariat.
Let's pull back his hood. Time to see a ghost.
Huh? It's Jenny Lariat.
Like, what do you know? We were right.
Impossible. You couldn't have known it was me.
It was the cassette player that tipped me off. You used it to play ghost sounds to frighten people away. You used your knowledge of Old West hauntings to hatch the perfect plan. You knew the Faceless Rider would scare away any unwanted attention. Meanwhile, you could steal the gold for yourself.
Officer Wyeth, I'm glad you got our call.
Glad to help, kids. This must be our gold thief.
She sure is. And she's our ghost, too.
Ghost? Woo!
It turns out the old brick-in-the-wall gang lived up to its name. They hid their gold in the walls of the post office, disguised as ordinary bricks. Our thief here was taking the walls apart to steal the gold and hiding it on Boot Hill.
Come on, sister. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Curses. The gold would have been mine. All mine. No more chasing ghost stories. I could have had the ghosts come to me.
You didn't stand a ghost of a chance. Criminals always get it in the end.
My plan was perfect, and I would have gotten away with it too, if it wasn't for you meddling kids.
Well, gang, looks like our work here is done. I feel pretty good.
Me too. How about you, Shaggy?
Oh, sure. It's great. We're in the middle of the desert with no gold and no food. I'm hungry.
What's that? It sounds like the Faceless Rider. It can't be.
It's getting louder.
I've heard that sound before. It's Scooby's stomach. Like he's hungry.
I hear there's a great pancake house in El Seco.
Let's roll. Scooby-Doo. Say, Scoob, how many fleas does it take to elect a congressman? I don't know, Baggy. Me neither. But I think you have a quorum. Scoob, get it, quorum? Maybe not.
Neither do I, Shaggy. But yep, it was Jenny Lariat. And fun fact, the first time, years ago when I first got this game, when I first completed for the first time, I was convinced, because she was, very into ghosts, out of all the 5, I was convinced that she was always going to be the Faceless Rider. But of course, that is not the case. So it's kind of ironic that the first of these 5 videos, we do have Jenny Lariat be the one who was the Faceless Rider. Of course, she's not always the Faceless Rider, of course, but yeah, very fitting for sure. Now, also, I'm gonna say, I for a long time didn't think Professor Fackt was ever gonna be the Faceless Rider. He was the last person that I ever got found to be the Faceless Rider. When he finally was, of course, I was totally shocked. I was maybe 8 years old at the time or something like that when it first happened, but you know. But yep, that is Scooby-Doo Showdown in Ghost Town. That's the first of the suspects, Jenny Lariat. The rest of the videos will not be an hour and 5 minutes like this. I don't think I'm going to do what I did at the beginning and explore it like I did. I'm going to kind of cut back because that kind of took up a lot of time. But of course, I will do some stuff in a different order in the rest of this series. But of course, as I said before we go anywhere, I am going to show you the alternate ending, what would have happened if we didn't select Jenny Lariat. as the one who was the Faceless Rider. So, before we go anywhere, I will show you guys that. But before I show you guys that, be sure you guys slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well, The Club of the Man 93, and also on TikTok and Instagram with The Club of the Man 1993. I'll see you guys next time, and again, here is the alternative ending.
Let's pull back his hood. Time to see a ghost.
Huh? It's Jenny Lariat.
Like it's Jenny! Boy, I didn't see that coming.
Me neither. You had us fooled, but this sure does explain a few things.
I'll say, like that tape of ghost sounds, you were the only one with a tape player. And that book on hauntings. You sure did a good job haunting this town. With everyone else scared away, you could steal the gold in peace.